Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. Boy, I got to tell you, this summer I've had the greatest fishing I hate to say I've ever had in my life, because my life has been highlighted by incredible experiences in the outdoors. But this summer's been really special for me. I think one of the reasons is I've given more of myself to the times when I spend alone out fishing and discovering and learning and all the things that go about that incredible experience. But I want to tell you about one thing that is part of our area that gave me results that I can hardly explain. And that is, there's a wildlife refuge area near the Wilson Hill Causeway. It goes way back up for a long, long ways, and there's 4 actual water pools that are part of this wildlife area. And never, ever have I ever remembered anybody being able to fish in this area. And I will tell you that 2 years ago, every time I drive by there, I'd think, there's no water in here. It's all dry land. Well, that was intentional, because the water was taken out of there for more plant growth, more vegetation to be able to expand in that area, because the area is designed for wildlife, for ducks, so that ducks have the right nutrients and areas to reproduce and to just go forward. So, unbeknownst to me, this summer, this area was opened up for 2 weeks for people to get in there with a canoe or a kayak and fish. And so what kind of fish were they going to find in there? I thought, how can there really be big fish in here if it was dry land just 2 years ago? Well, let's skip ahead and let me tell you the results. I caught more 3 to 5 pound largemouth, and I don't think I'm exaggerating here. I think these fish were really huge. Now, it's not like I took a scale and weighed each one. My whole goal in fishing is to preserve that fishery, to handle those fish as little as possible, to use single hooks so I don't get the hooks in their gills or their stomach as much. But there were so many big largemouth in here. And because these fish had never been fished, they weren't wary. They saw something moving through the water and they thought, oh boy, that looks like something I want to eat. And boy, did they eat it. And I'll never forget the days that I was able to spend on this water. It's not like the fish would hit anything, especially after people started discovering that they could go in there. I saw more kayaks and more canoes, and people were having great luck as well. But over a period of time, these fish become learned. They become accustomed to what's happening. And I've watched it up in the Arctic where fish had never seen humans before, and yet it didn't take them long to become wary of certain baits because they learn quickly. And these fish learned as well. But, oh my gosh, the number of 20-inch largemouth, and there was some really big northern pike in there. So, it's over now. It's over. Maybe they'll do it again next year. But what it showed me was that to get in an area like that, it's like the fishing can be so spectacular. And there's other waters around that maybe aren't restricted like this has been, but people don't know about them. They haven't found them. This is one of the wonders of our area, especially as you head over into the foothills of the Adirondacks and get in that region, this vast, unpopulated region of water systems and ponds and streams and creeks and places that very few people really get a chance to explore or don't take the time. It's really amazing. So I got to tell you, this was, I've said it so many times, this might have been the greatest fishing I have ever had. And believe me, I've had an awful lot of great fishing. This was wonderful. And it will stoke me not only with memories, but it will stoke me with a newfound enthusiasm for all the great fishing opportunities I have ahead. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.